with Carmel. Pumpkin, I've been thinking you're the finest one I've seen. Soon you'll be a jack-o'-lantern, all lit up for Halloween.
Welcome to Crafting with Carmel. This week we are going to make a pumpkin wreath. I did a little preemptive work before we got started. I wrapped the sides. This is a green, kind of like an iron wreath. I wrapped some material here because when I practiced with this, you could kind of see through it. And of course I went on and put the pipe cleaners on here. It called for about 5, but I added more because what I have is not as thick as what they sell. This is all that was left. And I just had to wrap more. So I added a few more pipe cleaners. And basically all you do is you take this, you take your Deco mesh. Now I will say if you can find it wider, it will cover better as you go to wrap it. But we're working with what we have. So I'm gonna take this in and kind of fold it under, and we're gonna secure it with the first pipe cleaner right here. Let's see, and this stuff loves to catch on with everything, so you got to kind of be careful. We're going to get it on, and you see how it's kind of thick. We're going to lay it to where it'll just cover with the wreath here. And we're going to come in, and we're going to, before I secure it, I'm going to make sure it's kind of placed where I want it. And again, all we're going to do is tie and go. As we get done with this, we will come and tuck these under as best we can. But for right now, I'm gonna go back between it, see if we can't cover it some. And we'll come back up here to the next one, scoot it down a little bit. What's cute about this is it kind of gives it like a 3D apparel look. So it's a little bit different than just it being painted. And everybody loves to use this Deco mesh, so I had to kind of jump on the bandwagon and see what we could do with it. So we'll secure that. We'll come back across. Again, we will take care of all these little ties when we get done. I think I'm going to use them to, the ones at the top, to make a little wreath holder for us. All right. So we'll come on down here, and if you need to move them around, you can. Come back through. And I have a couple of these, so you never know how much of this stuff you're going to need or want to use. I guess that's all on a personal taste and preference as to how you want to do it. Again, secure and go. And I don't think it has to be too tight, because the beauty of this wreath is it's just going to be kind of thick and fluffy. We like fluffy. On these rings of the wreath, I kind of put them in different. I didn't do them all on the outer edge. I did some in the middle. I'm seeing as I'm doing this now, maybe we should have put them on the outer edge. We'll see if that matters as we hold it up. All right, let's keep wrapping here. Here comes the next one. These are like a bunch of little spider legs or something. They just kind of get in the way. All right, let's secure this one. Give it a little bit of poof. All right, wrap around. And again, we're just doing the same thing. We're going back and forth, Here's another one. All right. I think this would be fun to do for almost any occasion, but hopefully it's going to look like a pumpkin when we get done. That's the plan. I like how it's all kind of starting to come together here. All right. Come back down. I'm going to go on and unravel this because we're going to have to open the second one. All right. And of course we've got the orange pipe cleaners. And I painted the little green metal wreath orange, hoping it would hide some of it. Hide some of the green so it didn't just kind of stick out like a sore thumb. All right, we're still going. This one may be a little bit fluffier. Come on back through. And this will be the last one with this one, and then we'll have to start. We may even have to go on and start the other one now. Let's see. Well, these, I think what I'm going to try with this one is we're going to stick it through to hopefully secure it, because that end is just not long enough, and then we'll start the second one. I think this is just an easy way to kind of pick up those loose ends. We sure don't want them showing if we don't have to have it. We're going to twist it a little bit, give it a little flare, and keep twisting and going. Let's flip you over. All right. We'll come on back down. We've got 3 left on this side and 2 on the other. Let's see, make sure, have I used that one? I have not. All right, hope all of you guys are enjoying this cool weather that we're having, a little bit cooler anyway. Not as much humidity, which has been nice. I think everyone's hair is appreciating that a little bit. I know mine sure is. And of course, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had a drive-through fashion show, breast cancer fair at Hillsdale today, which was very nice. We post about all of our events on Facebook, on our pages. So y'all try to keep up with those and come on out, because even though the centers aren't open, we are still trying to program and have some fun things that everyone can do. All right, and we've got one more here. Let's see how this is going to work. I'm glad I covered these edges here with this other, because I think otherwise it might be kind of sticking out. And we are going to cut this. How that just curls up like that. I think I'm going to kind of stick this one on here, wrap it around a little bit. Now all these little pipe cleaners, I'm going to try to pull them all down like this and up. And we are going to secure them around back. There's a few ways I guess you could secure it. I'm just going to pull them around back, and I'll probably trim them off. But if you want to take the extra time, of course you can wrap them around this last outer ring. That would definitely secure it and pull everything toward the outer side. So let's flip. We'll come back here. And that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to twist and cut. These things are wonderful. My 2.5-year-old grandson, when he saw them, he thought they were the prettiest things in the world. He was playing with them. All right, so as you can see, I'm just kind of working them through and securing. Now, as I get here toward the center, let me go on and wrap this one back around. I'm going to take these two and kind of make a little loop, or maybe this can be like our little hanger to go over the door. I'm still going to take some of this green mesh that I have, and we're going to put a little green up here at the top to decorate. So let's just wrap that around. Make it a little sturdy. Keep wrapping these guys. Pulling them around. If you get tired of wrapping them, you can just kind of make you a little knot. And I think I'm gonna do all these guys together and stick them through. All right. And here we go. The last two on this side. Go ahead and trim that one off. And we got to flip it around and do the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Some of these guys are already kind of twisted in here. So I guess it just depends on what kind of a look you want, polished look. I just don't want anything to come unraveled on me. We don't want our wreaths to come unraveled. All right. So here we go. All right. We're getting closer. We're not quite done yet, but we are getting closer. And kind of just as reminders to you guys, we are doing monthly drive-in bingos here at Connie Hudson, at Dolphin Island Parkway, at Trixie Senior Community Centers. We have all kind of little events. Y'all follow us on our Connie Hudson Facebook page or give us a call. We'll tell you what's going on. We would love to see all the familiar faces we haven't seen lately. All right, so we'll flip it over and look at there. There's some of them trying to fly on through. Thought that might happen, so we got to wrap these guys back around. If you had had the water, it would not have taken as many of these. I know I have said that earlier, but that's kind of just a reminder. If you can find it a little bit wider, I think it would save you a little bit of time. You don't have to be in a hurry doing this, but sometimes you just don't want to spend all day doing it. All right, so we can flip it back around so we have our little coverage, and then we have this green here. So I think we are just going to take some of this green, and I'm going to kind of, let's keep that out of the way for a minute. I'm going to just kind of roll it like this and make like a little, I guess it's just like little rolls, like a ribbon, and cut it. And then I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna cut the edges of it. Let's see, and then we will tie it with one of these right in the middle. I wish I had green, but I don't. So we're gonna use what we have, and then we're gonna come here at the top, and we're gonna put like our little green. This one looks a little bit long, so let's cut it. And this one too. It looks like I missed a little loop, so let's cut this one. This just kind of gives it like a little more of a jagged edge. Here's another one. Can't see this stuff. All right, so we have our little pipe cleaner, so we're gonna come to the top, stick it through here. We still have our little loop. This will kind of help hide the loop a little bit too. And we'll turn it over, secure it on the back. And just like that, we have a simplified, cute little hanger for our front doors. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.